Okay, this is question 11 on the WJC Additional Maths paper from 2009. And this is a trigonometrical graph question. So we have to use the axes below to sketch the graph of y equals -5 sine x plus 7 for values of x from 0 to 360. Okay, you must label any important values on the axis. So there's a couple of ways to do this. One of them is to know that when you have this -5 multiplying by the sine x, it'll multiply all the y values by -5. And then the plus 7 means they're all going to go up by 7. So the 0 that starts there, it will be multiplied by -5 is 0. Add 7 is going to be 7. Then our next value, which would be at 90, was 1. That's going to get multiplied by -5. It's going to be -5 and add 7 to give me 2. So that's now going to go to 2, and so on and so on and so on. You can work these out just by knowing what happens. The other way to do it is to actually physically work them out. So from 0 to 360, let's go with our 90-degree intervals. So if my x was 0 degrees, my y is going to be, by substituting in 5, so -5 sine 0 plus 7 is 7. When x is 90 degrees, so I'm just going to change my 0 degrees to 90, it's going to be 2, like I said. So 180, I'm going to go through and change 90 to 180. Is 7. Then at 270, oh, hang on a second, I've done something wrong there. Oh, that's okay. At 270, it's 12. At 360, it's 7 again. Okay, so let's try and plot these points on there. So I need to go up to 12 in order to plot this. So let's try and mark this as 12. So it's only a sketch, so I'm just going to try and 6, 8, 10, 12, and 4, 2, 0. Okay, so I've got that. So at 0, just change that to something slightly smaller. So at 0, I'm going to plot the point at 7, so that is going to be by here. Okay, now I need my 90, 180, 270, 360. So I'm going to try and plot those here. So 90, try and make it roughly the same size. 180, again, roughly the same size. 270 and 360. Okay, so hopefully that's roughly the same size, but we'll see how that goes. So at 90, we're at 2, so it's going to be here. At 180, I'm back up at 7. Up there, 270, I'm up to 12. And then at 360, I'm back to 7 again. Okay, so you can see the usual sine shape there. So let's see if I can draw this in and see how best I can use the computer to make this nice and accurate. Okay, so let's duplicate that and spin it round, and hopefully, well, it's not a million miles away. There you go. Okay, so that is now my graph of y equals -5x plus 7 for those values. Okay, and I've labelled any important values on the axes. There we go. Part 2, state the maximum and the minimum value. Well, the maximum is the highest it can possibly go. So, and the minimum value is the lowest it can go. So the minimum value is here, okay, because the graph doesn't get any lower than that. So that's going to be there at at 2. And then it starts going up and up and up and up and up again until it hits its maximum. And that maximum is going to be at 12. So we have a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 12. And that's the end of the question.